Okay. Let's see. Hi everyone, welcome to Circus Fit. I'm Julia. I'll be your teacher for the class today. Hope you've all had a really great week. We have a live stream at the bottom of the screen, so if you want to comment in there and let me know who's watching, who's joining in, how everything's going. If you have any questions or comments, there'll be another trainer on the live on the chat that can answer your questions. Cool, thank you. So today we're going to do, we've got a plan for our class here. I'll just open that up for you. We're going to do a nice gentle warm up and then a little bit of a more intense warm up. We're going to work on some cardio, and then we've got 3 sections of conditioning, and we're going to do a nice cool down and stretch at the end of that. Cool. So let's get started with our warm up. We're just going to start with some nice gentle swings. Just start with a nice relaxed swing around, relaxing your spine, giving a twist, soft knees, letting your whole body turn. Nice. Now just follow with your head so you get a neck twist. Awesome. Then let your arms go floppy and whack you as you twist. Nice. And we're just going to do some ankle rolls. So just put your weight down through your heel of your straight leg and let your other foot just relax and turn around that pivotal toe point. One way, and then the other. Just getting our joint mobility going. And then switch to the other side. We'll turn around that ankle. And back the other way. Nice. And we're just going to stand with our feet together, hands on our knees. Do some little gentle knee circles. One way. And back the other way. Great. And then we can just separate our feet a little bit, just a little bit more than hip width. We're just going to do some hip circles. Really stretching into those hips. One way. Nice, and back the other way. Really stretching it out. Getting that movement in your pelvis. Awesome. Now we're going to try and isolate our rib cage and make some rib cage circles. So we're just going forward, side, back, side. Bit of rib movement in there. And back the other way. Good. Okay, look, we'll shake it out. And we're just going to do some very gentle neck circles as well. And back the other way. Good. Okay. We're just going to do a couple of downward dog stretches. So get yourself in a nice downward dog position with your tailbone facing up to the sky, and push your chest through your shoulders, Open up those shoulders, heels to the ground. Nice. And then we're just going to open up to a plank and relax our hips down into a cobra, looking up at the sky, shoulders away from our ears, chest pushing through our shoulders. We're just going to do 4 of these. So back up to a downward dog, really stretching those shoulders, curving back into your plank position and opening into a cobra. 2 more of these, some nice deep breaths. See if you can get your chest closer to the ground, heels closer to the ground, curving through. Nice deep breath here. And 1 more. Hang out. Great, just getting that nice movement into our spine, ready for our next warm-up exercise. So for our next warm-up exercise, we're going to just start getting a little bit more mobility into our joints. It is a count of 8 jumps in each position. So we start jumping with our legs out, and then in, and then high knees, butt kick, hop on one foot, hop on the other foot, and turn. So we're going to do, you can just follow along if it gets a little bit too hard to remember all the moves, but we start with 8 of each, and then we go down to 7 of each, 6 of each, all the way down to 1. When you're on 1, it's quite difficult to get all the way around in one jump, but it's a really good warm up, getting your joints moving. Okay, so first out, then in, high knees, butt kick, hop, hop, turn. Okay, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. High knees. 5, 6, 7, 8. Butt kick. 6, 7, 8. Hop. 6, 7, 8. Hop. And turn. And out for 7. 5, 6, 7. 1. High knees. 4, 5, 6, 7. Butt. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hop. Hop. And turn. For 6. 5, 6. In. 5, 6. High knees. 5, 6. Butt. 4, 5, 6. Hop. And turn. And for 5. 4, 5. Butt. Hop. Hop. And turn. For 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And turn. And for 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Good, nice work. Okay, just grab yourself a drink of water. And then we're going to start on our cardio. I'm just going to grab a drink of water as well from that. Doing our warm-up is really important for injury prevention. It really helps get your joints moving. It releases the synovial fluid in your joints that helps lubricate them and prevent injury. So yeah, it's really good idea to make sure you get a good warm up and stretch after each class. Okay, for our cardio, this is important for increasing fitness and endurance. We're going to do a series of exercises: V-sits, jumping jacks, lunges, and burpees. This will really get our heartbeat moving. I'll show you the alternate exercises for the V-sits, just so that if you want to do the easier ones, you can. Just depends on your own body, what you feel like pushing or not. So for our V-sits, we can choose to have straight legs, straight arms over our head, and it's a real snap of the abs up. You're really dishing in here. If you're finding that a little bit difficult, or halfway through you want to switch to the ones that are not quite so intense, you can have the same dish position and you're just pulling your knees up to your chest and lowering your feet off the ground slightly. So we're going to do 10 V-sits and then 40 jumping jacks, 20 V-sits, some lunges, burpees. For the lunges, you can choose whether to do jumping lunges like this. If you're doing jumping lunges, really try to make sure that you land both feet together. So it's not a 1-2. It's a real both feet together, pushing up out of both feet when you change. If you're doing the walking lunges, you're dipping down that knee towards the ground and really pushing up out of this ankle as you come up. Nice. Okay, so just follow along. We're going to start with our V-sits. 10 V-sits. Really engage your core, push your belly button into your spine. Think about that dish position, and it's a real snap of the abs. So we're going to do 10 of these. Ready? And go. And that's 10. So now we're going to move straight on to our jumping jacks. Get your heartbeat pumping. Nearly there. Okay, and back to our V-sits. Okay, aiming for 20 this time. If you need to change from straight leg to bent legs, that's fine. Ready? And go. Halfway. Nice. And now for the lunges. So we're going for 20 lunges. Ready? And go. That's halfway. Yes. All right, back to jumping jacks. And next we have burpees. Okay, let's go for 20 burpees. Ready? Go. Halfway. Yes, good job. Whew. Right, you should definitely feel your heart beating after that. Just grab a drink of water. Just going to move my computer a little bit, have a better angle for the next exercises. See. So that's our cardio done. We're going to move on to some conditioning now. Okay. So I wanted to work on 3 different sections for our conditioning. I'm going to work on our legs and that sudden power you can get from your legs from preparing to jump, that real kind of spring. Also our abs, core, which is important for everything that we do in circus, and back and shoulders. This is something that I always feel like I need to work lots on, is my back and shoulders, just to prevent injury and keep them strong and aligned. It's something I can never do enough of. So yeah, we're going to do some exercises for that as well. So conditioning will build strength. It will help you activate muscle chains as well. All of these exercises, I think that most of you will know, but I'll go through any options if there's options for them. So for our abs, we're going to work on commandos. Just keep it in the right spot. Yeah, that's good. So for our commandos, we want to have our shoulders over our wrists. Nice and stacked line. Core engaged, tummy button sucking into your spine. We start in a nice plank position. You want to have a nice line from your heels to your neck. No arching or bridging up. Okay, we're going to walk our feet in so that our knees are just off the ground. There's about 2 inches under there, and then out again. Oh, that's our commandos. We're also going to do mountain climbers. Mountain climbers, similar position. You start in shoulders over wrist, but it's a little bit faster. You're just pulling your knees in one at a time. You can put an extra twist in. I like to go in, side, side. Then you get a little bit of an oblique work as well. And the third one is plank raises. For our plank raises, we start with our elbows under our shoulders. Our shoulders are nice and pulled back, and we are have our feet flat on the ground, engaging our abs, starting from the bottom and pulling all the way up to our upper abs, lifting as we go. Nice pulling of the spine until we're in a plank position on our toes, then lower. They're quite a soft, gentle ab exercise, but they're very effective. Okay, so we're going to do 20 commandos, 20 mountain climbers, and 10 plank raises. That's our conditioning for our abs. Okay, starting with commandos. Ready, and go. 10. And that is 20. Nice work. Good. Okay, so next we're going to do our plank raises. So starting with our elbows below our shoulders engaged, not up by our ears, and feet on the ground. Do 10 of these. Nice and slow. Really pull that tummy button into your spine. Okay. One. So really controlled movement. Nice, that's 5. Do 5 more. Should be starting to feel it burning in your abs a little by now. Really squeeze your glutes together as well. And 2 more. Beautiful. Okay. Awesome. I can feel that in that chain of ab muscles there. I like to think about, when I'm making that dish position for all of these exercises, I like to think about having a belt that goes down here, tightening, and a belt across here that's tightening at the same time. Just helps me get that tummy button right into the spine and that kind of scoot all ab engagement position. Okay, our mountain climbers, 20 of these. Shoulders over your wrists. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3. Halfway. And 5 more. Beautiful. Okay, grab yourself a drink of water. How are we going for time? 24. Awesome. Just going to check this chat here. Yep, everything's all good. Cool. Whew. All right, a good way to wake up in the morning. All right, let's have a go at the legs now. So for our leg conditioning, we can do 3 exercises as well. I said in the what you needed for this class, a chair. You can use a chair or you can use the wall for our kicks. We're going to do some leg kicks just with one hand on a chair or a wall to help support us. Side plank leg lifts. So for these, the same story, shoulder right over your wrists. You're in a nice straight position. One arm reaching up to the sky, one reaching down. You've got your hips stacked, one on top of the other. It's like you're in between 2 planes of glass, and you're lifting one leg up and down. It's really controlled. You don't need to completely touch the ground, but it's not like clonk. It's a really controlled lift. Okay, so we're going to do 20 of those on each side. And we're going to do 20 squat jumps. Squat jumps, I might need to move the computer back again. Sorry, just so you can see me better. Let's see. Here, I think. That's about right. Cool. Okay, for a squat jump, we're just going to bend our knees nice and softly. We've got our knees tracking over our feet. Little jump. Doesn't need to be huge. We do 20 of those. So 20 leg raises on each side, 20 squat jumps, and then we're going to do our kicks. So for our kicks, we're going to have a nice straight position. Our forward kicks, we're going to do 10 straight without moving our body backwards and forwards. Hand on the wall is just to support us. 10 kicks. We're going to do a 10-second hold. We're going to do 10 little pulses up. We're going to do that forwards and side. For our sides, we want to have our knee going up to the ceiling, so it's a real turn out. And for our backwards kicks, we're not leaning forward into the wall. We're just trying to keep a nice straight back. No, kicks come out behind us. Trying to keep your toes pointed. So we'll start with the side planks, 20 each side. Okay, let's see if you can see me there. Yep. All right. Really stretch up. Nice flat position, ready and go. If you find this hard on your wrist, you can go down to your elbow if you want. 5 more. Nice. Switch sides. Same thing, that nice shoulder stacked over the wrist, reaching up nice and high with this arm. Oh, just need to move forward a little so I don't kick the wall. Okay. That's halfway. Good. Okay, I'm going to move on to our squat jumps. 20 little squat jumps. Move this forward a wee bit. Okay. So feet a little bit more than hip distance apart. If you've been doing the Sally squat challenge, you'll know all about these squats. Okay, we're going to do 20. Ready? And go. Just a small jump. That's halfway. And 5 more. Beautiful. All right. Leg kicks. Okay, remember, hand on the wall or chair if you need. Help keep your balance. The other hand can be up. Try and keep a straight core, really engaged. No moving forwards and backwards. Doesn't matter how high you go. Lock out your leg. Look out both legs. The leg you're standing on should be straight as well. And none of this. Okay. Ready. 10, 9, 8, 6, 4, One more. And this time we're going to hold for 10. Lock it out. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And pulses. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay. Out to the side. Remembering to turn your knee towards the ceiling. 10 in each position. Ready. And go. Nine. 10. Next one we're going to hold. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And pulses. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, back. Keep your hips square. Have both hands on the wall. Just try not to lean your body forwards too much. Okay, ready. And 8, 9, 10, and hold. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pulses. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Nice. One leg down, one to go. All right. See me all right? Yep. Okay. Forwards. Ready. And 7, 8, 9, 10. Next one we're going to hold for 10. 4, 8, 10, and pulses. 8, 9, 10. Woo, give it a little wiggle. Okay, to the side. Ready. Turn your leg out. Turn your knee towards the ceiling. 1 more. And this time we're going to hold for 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. And pulses. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Last one. Back. Ready. And really squeeze your glutes and go. And hold. And pulses. Higher. Nice, good job. Okay, last conditioning is back and shoulders. Okay, I'm going to move the computer a little bit closer for this. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start with what I call diamond arms. Diamond arms, lying down on your stomach, legs together, locked together, your arms are in a diamond shape. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll move that screen a little bit better. Better. Okay. Yep. palms are in, fingers in a diamond shape, just above your forehead. Now, in your relaxed position here, you're going to pull your shoulders away from your ears and your shoulder blades together at the back. Okay, start nice and flat, almost like a handstand position. So think about lifting your abs and your ribs off the ground, squeezing your butt, looking at your legs so your knees are lifted off the floor. We're going to do a nice lift. Oh, I don't know why that did that. I just went blank. I think that's right now. And we're going to do a nice controlled lift. And then squeezing our shoulder blades together at the back really hard. Coming back, relaxing down. Okay, we're going to do 15 of these. Think about resetting your shoulders all the time. Shoulders away from your ears. Away from your ears. If you need to stop and reset, just do it. It's fine. Okay, 15. Ready? Go. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Squeeze. That's 5. Nice. That's 10. We're going to do 5 more. Really, really focus on squeezing those shoulder blades together at the back. Awesome. You should feel that in your lower back as well, and all the muscles along your spine, both sides of your spine. Great, that's really good. Remember, when you're doing the exercise, you're trying to keep your wrist and elbow at the same height, so you're not kind of tipping it forwards or back. Okay, we're going to do another 15 of those, but this time without the up and down. So just holding it here and doing 15. Engage your glutes, lift your ribs and stomach off the ground, shoulders away from your ears, arms level, ready and go. Really squeeze and do 15 here. That's 5. I'm going to do 5 more of these. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. Our next move is our elbows on the ground. Shuffling our elbows forward. Think about your armpits being towards the ground. Your shoulders are still away from your ears. You don't want them to creep forward as you're lifting. So relax them away. I always feel like picturing my armpits pushing towards the ground helps me get the right position for this, and really focusing on trying to feel it down here. That's what should be engaging. Okay, so first of all, we're just going to have our hands together. This way. Hands together, armpits to the ground. Wriggle your body back a bit if you need to. We're just going to try and really focus on keeping our armpits to the ground and engaging our lats as we relax our hands down to the ground, pull them back towards us. If you feel your lats engaging, really try and focus on those armpits to the ground. Take the weight out of your elbows. You know, 10 more. Reset if you need to. Five more. Awesome. Okay, we're going to do another set of those. This time we're going to think about trying to lift our elbows off the ground. So it's the same position. It's really important that you keep your shoulders engaged away from your ears and your armpits towards the ground. If you don't get a lift, that's absolutely fine. I don't usually get much of a lift at all, but even the intention of taking that weight out of my elbows and focusing on lifting is using the correct muscles. So it will be helping that muscle chain develop. Okay, so arms out in front, fingers together, armpits to the ground, over my head, and a little lift. So keeping your shoulders in that same position as you lift. That's 5, 3 more. Right, 5 more. Really think about those lats engaging, armpits to the ground. And 1 more. Nice. Awesome. That's one of my favorite exercises. Good job. Okay, we've got 1 more. Oh, actually, we've got 2 more. 2 more shoulder and arm and back exercises. Okay, this one is one that Regina showed me. You might have seen this one before. Tip the camera screen a little bit up. Okay, so we're in a nice tabletop position. Our arm comes up with our hand behind our neck, opening out, elbow to the ceiling, and then we're squeezing our shoulder blades together and pulling that elbow down towards our opposite butt cheek. Down again. 10 on each side. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Three, 4, 5. Okay, 5 more. Really squeeze. 2 more. Yes, nice. Okay. Around to the other side. Turn on the other side. Nice tabletop position. Shoulders over your wrists. Hips over your knees. Opening out. Pulling down towards the opposite butt cheek. That's 5, halfway. We'll do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, for our last shoulder and arm one, we're going to use our trusty cans, chickpeas, and we're going to do some little arm lifts. Okay, so we want to start in a nice L-shaped flat back position. So we're bending at the hips, got a nice flat back. Arms are going to be in front of us like so. Okay, we're going to do, let's see, we'll do 15 in each position. So we're going to start with our arms in front and do 15 little lifts there. 15 little lifts to the front. Then we're going to go out to a Y shape and do 15 little lifts there. And then out to a T shape, 15 little lifts there. So in all of these, we're thinking about shoulders away from our ears, shoulder blades engaged, pulling together at the back. Okay, I'll go sideways for the front one. And do 15. Ready? Nice flat back, and go. Five more. Nice, good. And now we're going to go out into our Y shape. So diagonal in front of us. And little lifts. Nice flat back, ready, 15, go. And 15, beautiful. Now out to our side. Keep that back nice and flat. Back a little. Ready, and go. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, shoulders away from the ears. That's 5, 10 more.